There we go. There we go. Thank you, Els. There we go. The microphone was off. It wouldn't be a stream without it. And I have an EQ right here. I have an EQ. I have an EQ right there. I have something down here. It's my phone. It's running the stream. I could have told. I didn't hear anything. It didn't even dawn on me to think, oh, okay. Anyways, we're painting. We got greens. We got lots of greens. Don't, no! It fell. We got dark silvers, dark grays. Thank you, Els, for helping me out. You're an amazing human being. I just want you to know that. Anyways, we're painting. We have a metric ton of orcs and gits and vehicles to get through, and I already started assembling the I already started assembling the Space Marines. I've decided that I am going with the Blood Angels. I don't know. I say Blood Angels, but it's probably not. We're probably going to go Dark Angels because I really like the Lion and the Witch in the Wardrobe. No, I'm kidding. I really like the Lion. I like the colors for the Dark Angels. They have cool Terminators that are specific for their faction. They have a whole entire like regiment of guys just for vehicles, bikes, and speeders and all that stuff. So I don't know. We don't know. I really like the red armor of the Blood Angels. So we don't know. We don't. It's impossible to know, guys. And impossible to know. We are live tonight on both the witches and the tubes. So if you're watching on either one of those, and if you're not subscribed or if you're not following, click the button and then set it to alerts, all the alerts, and then you'll get alerts when I go live. We're going to be going live a lot more, and we'll be making videos, and we'll be painting miniatures. I got a nice vacation coming up soon, hoping to get some 11th edition games in finally. Boom. But, yeah, there's nothing else. First playoff game in a couple of seasons is Saturday, but we did finish 5th place out of 12 teams, so we're okay there. If we would have finished 4th, we would have got a first round bye, but we finished 5th, 1 point from being in 4th. They had 14, we had 13. We win that last game, we're in, but oh well. It is what it is. We're playing the lowest seed in the thing, in the regular season. So that's a thing, and another thing's a thing. And you didn't come here to watch me pontificate about things. You came to watch paint be applied to plastic models. So I think without further ado, we should probably get started doing that. I got my handy wet palette. Hazel is next to me. She is, are you going up to your thing? Let me fix it for you real quick. There you go. She may or may not go up to her perch to look out the window and watch the world, but ma'am, there's nothing there that you want. Okay, good job. Way to go over there. She's crazy, but we love her. We love her bunches. All right, there's my brush. Oh, I got some brushes down here too. Oh, fucking. I'll be right back. That was a disaster. Oh boy. That was me reaching down to get some brushes that fell, and me knocking down my entire drink, and it spilt everywhere, all over the carpet. And then the cat's like, "Hey," Hazel's like, "I'm gonna play with the ice while it's down, while you're trying to pick it up." I said, "Thank you. I also need to get water. I'll be right back. I'm gonna watch the chair for a bit." We're back. The phone got hit. Everything. We got it up. Socks are a little damp. There's some tinier brushes that I wanted to grab in here. And we got them now. So thank you for standing by. Well, we did that. Okay. Woo. I'm gonna grab some models real quick, because we're gonna be trying to do some batch painting. It never ever goes well for me, but we're gonna start with our boys. Since there's going to be a majority of them on the table, I figure that'd be great to have a lot of them with at least some color on them, right? But we will see. I might be like, this war boss is calling my name right now. We're just getting our little line all set up here. How has your week been? We're Wednesday, halfway through the week. I've been busy at work. I've been very busy. She's playing with the ice right now. I can hear it. Yeah. Other than that, everything's been peachy keen. Let's get to the overhead. All right. As always, we're going to have to put our cheaters on. Our cheaters. I don't know why I call them cheaters. I mean, if you need to use them, you need to use them. There's no real cheating about it. There it is. Now, I will say this is probably one of the best painting handles that I have ever bought. Such a good painting handle. And we're just going to look at them real quick. I love these barefoot guys. I don't know why, but they're so cool. Just sitting there, just barefoot. All right. I'm going to start with the yellow-green first. And let me look at these. Ooh, I like that one. All right. Yellow-green. Probably my favorite color to paint orc skin. I don't know why. It just looks really good. Alright. So he's got some little leather bandings. Let's try and get it on camera. You know what? I think we're gonna put that on. Here we go. The way you guys can see me. Oh. And then we have to do that. There we go. These guys have like gnarly, just scars everywhere. And yeah, I dig this color for their skin. I am rebuilding the orc army. I am currently working on a video. This is kind of going over the whole entire like lore of this whole rebuilding the wog. I don't know if you guys have noticed. A lot of my streams have that in it. But yeah, I got a video working. Oops. Kind of went over under the little leather banding there. I mean, I didn't kinda, I did. And I just today finished watching the very season 12, the last episode of Trailer Park Boys. And it was very bittersweet because it was I think it was John Dunsworth's last episode before he ultimately passed away. And you talk to anybody on that crew and they say he was like the Rock. He was the guy. So sad. But yeah. I actually like the character of Mr. Leahy. He's goofy and you know his heart is in the right place. He just wants the trailer park to be like not as drama filled, but obviously with Ricky there, that's an impossibility. This is the same season where Ricky became a handyman and he messed up Marguerite's trailer. That was hilarious. I was laughing so hard. And yeah, I really like this green for orc skin. Alright, we're gonna try and get the back bit here. If we go over, I am borrowing. Yes, ma'am. I'm borrowing a little bit of my my friend Wargame Workshop's mentality and saying, man, if you can't see it straight up, don't worry about it. He's like, it's not like we're trying to win a golden demon here. If it was one trying to win a golden demon, you'd be doing all kinds of like sub assemblies and yes, ma'am. But I do want him to look somewhat good, like not like total junk. And he's not saying just put him, you know, whatever. He's just saying, don't freak out over the small stuff. This isn't being judged. This thing will probably spend a grand total of 10 minutes on the table before it's removed. No, ma'am. No. Not today. Thank you. This primer is No, no, not today. Thank you. She wants to come and lay down, but she can't because I got paint. And she will lay in it. She will lay in it. Man, these guys, I need to know their workout routine. Because it is fantastic. But yeah, the way the season 12 of the Trailer Park Boys ended, they had to eat a bunch of shrooms, and they started tripping, and they all turned into cartoon characters. It was hilarious. While I was eating my enchilada, I was watching it. Can I say, how are you guys doing this? Fine. Wednesday, hump day. I'm doing good. Doing great. I'm very confused at what I want to paint the lips. Do we go for like a yellowish or a very light green? I don't know. But thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for watching the streams and just hanging out, because it means the world to me that y'all are here. If you're watching the VODs, thank you for doing that. Good there. I am gonna have to put my headset on so I can hear some music. Because I'll tell you this, something I noticed about myself at work. I do like to daydream. And I'll just kind of like sit there and get lost in thought. And it's mostly because I'm bored doing what I'm doing. I used to do it a lot in school, especially when I like figured things out. And I would just be like, yeah, you know, it's kind of easy. to say I was a genius by any stretch of the imagination, but I did kind of figure things out pretty quickly. Because I would actually pay attention in class. I remember in high school that I rarely ever studied for tests because I just absorbed the stuff during class. I would pay attention and had a good memory, so I would just remember it. These guys look so daggum cool. I'm not even lying. Not even lying right now. But yeah, I already talked about the good game on Sunday or Saturday. And if we win Saturday, we have a game at 11 o'clock in the evening on Sunday night. They're trying to get as many games in as possible, so the season's not super long, because they got to take a week off for the 4th of July weekend, because they know barely anyone's going to be here. So I think we're going to do one more coat on him and then move on to the next guy. I do love this Pro Aqua paint. It is phenomenal stuff. It's probably my favorite paint line right now. And you can see what I'm painting. Oh my goodness. I think this is the first time I've streamed on a Wednesday. I think my new not days are gonna be Sundays or Mondays, depending if we have family obligations. If it's family obligations, it'll be Monday. If it's not, we'll do Sunday. We'll do a more morning type of stream. And then then on Wednesdays and then Fridays that'll be the new schedule, and I can spend my other days making content for the tubes. And that's all she wrote. I'm actually not just splashing the paint down in the face. I'm actually kind of taking my time. Taking my time, and the run down. That's not the song. Like, taking my time. It's making my way. And then, yeah. Whew. Then after that, after hockey's done, we have 2 solid weeks off. And then we begin anew. Start a new season. From what I understand, some players will be moving up. They'll definitely be moving some players up. And which is good, because some of them do need to move up. And you know, it's the way that crumbles, man. All right. If we need anything else, we'll come back to him. We have his twin brother. Come on, brother. Hold up. Let me get my headset on. We can't hear the music. She is currently laying down on her back. She has her paws up against see, now this paint's too watered down now. But she has her paw. She's like, I mean, she's got half her leg, her back leg's just hanging off the back end of her perch area. She's funny. I'm beginning to think Wargame Workshop hit the nail on the head when he says he's been using his Pro Aquals with not with a wet palette, but with a glass one. This is literally the same exact guy, except he's got boots on. I was just joking about it being a twin brother. Boom, boom, boom. These guys were fun to assemble for once. They weren't like major pain in the butts. And I was totally not worried about. I was just like, I'm just going to assemble these guys. And they have guns across their chest. We don't get the stuff underneath. It's as simple as that. Because that's what really prevents me sometimes from painting is like, oh, I got all this stuff to do, and I'm just like, then it doesn't feel fun. It feels more like a chore. Like, I got too overzealous with the Space Wolves. I had 2 of the army launch boxes assembled. And I'm like, oh, I can't. And then I just like didn't paint. I bought primer for them. And then just didn't touch them. We're trying to not do that anymore. Ah! Good thing there was no paint on it. So we're going to do a dark green on the armor. My color schemes. Yeah, I risked the sweltering heat yesterday to get these guys primed and ready for tonight. Sweltering. I was sweating buckets out there. And then the mosquito. Well, as soon as you start sweating, the mosquitoes come. You're like, how are there mosquitoes? It hasn't rained in like weeks. I think the last time I saw it this hot and this dry, I was working outdoors as a land surveyor, and we would show up to job sites and it would be windy and just dry, and it would just, all the dirt just turns to like sand, and so it just gets blown everywhere. And so when you go home at the end of the day, you take your shower and it's just nothing but just dirt coming out of you. Coincidentally enough, after that, we ended up a couple months after that, we ended up getting like rain for like every day for like a month. I can't tell if that's a shirt. We're gonna have to look up some stuff real quick. Well, not right now, but it doesn't look like a skin. It looks more like an undershirt. And he's got like a tank top. A tank top. They announced the pricing and the release date for Grand Theft Auto 6 today. And I'm like, do I need to go out and buy a PS5 now? Because it's not going to come out for the PC. Probably won't be out for a while. And then they also said that when it comes out, it's going to be, it won't ship with the online version. What was that? I think that is skin. Does he have it? Yep. Well, we still have a hand to do. I try to do as many variations of the orcs that I could possibly do. Get it all out of you. You sneezing? What are you doing? They really sculpted these guys really good. And like in around the gun where there's supposed to be folds in the skin, there's folds in the skin. It's crazy. Let's see if we can see on the instructions. I don't think they show it, but let's find out. think that might actually be skin. It makes sense. Oh yeah, that's definitely skin. Don't ask me what I was trying to do there. Yeah, that is skin. That is skin indeed. All right. Let's go back to this guy. We gotta hit the skin. Supposedly, I wouldn't even say supposedly, they are doing it. They're making a season 13 of Trailer Park Boys. And it's going to be very interesting to see how they deal with John Dunsworth not being in the show anymore since he's passed away. Like, because Mr. Leahy was like the catalyst for everything. All right. We're getting there. We'll go with this guy. This lunatic. Look at him. I do see some spots where the model didn't exactly go together too well. I guess I trusted the push to fit a little too much. And it wouldn't be an orc without some staples keeping the body together. Or pants on. That's another thing they like to do. Let's just slow it down a little bit. I picked up my Armageddon box from Workfire. I had to trade in some things. I think I am done trading stuff in for now. Don't plan on doing it with these guys at all. They do have a pretty cool trade-in program. If you're watching this, we have an informative preview show coming up from Games Workshop on Friday. I believe it's going to be at 2 p.m. our time. So it's 5 something, 7 their time. So adjust your time as you see fit or for where you live. I think the next batch of boys, I'm gonna go with the light yellow-green. I love so many of these guys are wearing like ammo bandoliers now. I love everything about these guys so far. Whoops, daisy. Coming on in, thank you for joining me. Should face this way? Yes, I can. I think the paint's going off too thick. If I do it that way. Woo-wee! Do the fun guy, he said. It'll be fun, they said. It's there's no rhyme or reason for where I paint and why I paint things. Like spots on the model. You figure I would want to get everything done and then come back and add another coat. Oh, well, that's not good. But I just sometimes just paint whatever I want. Sometimes I'll just complete a guy. Because I feel like it. He is getting there. Bam it, bam. I do like this playlist. What's going on with my brush here? Freaking tip is coming off. What
jabroni.
Jeez, I didn't know what that was. I'm like, what is happening? Also, that's rude. Oh no. Just experimenting with it. Why is it way over? Ah! There you go. Now it's more center. I don't know why it was way up in the corner like that. I want my painting back. I'm not going to give you your painting back, Scott. It was a gift. Oh, what the heck is going on here? There's a huge gap right there. Oh, man. Can I push it in? No! It looks like his hand is floating. Oh.
That was impressive.
Someone's burning their channel points up. I guess the only real way to... I feel personally attacked with that one. I'm not gonna lie. It's too wet. Too watered down. That's better. If you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to give me a follow. Whoops. We're painting leather. I'm going to try and fix this later. For sure. I feel personally attacked. I'm gonna put like one more coat on certain spots. And then this guy is pretty much done until we decide to fix him. Very bummed about that spot. There we go. Here's a guy. Here's a guy. Let me look at that guy real quick. Okay. Skin all over, baby. What I want to watch again from the beginning is Entourage. No, it's not as politically correct today, but it's still pretty decent. Alright, I'm just looking, where do we want to go from here? Let's just go right down this way. And I look at just the scars and everything on the back of this dude's, on his back. In fact, I decide to get like super. Oh, I want to take these guys. We can go back to them and change them up a little bit. I think. I don't know. This is just me speculating out loud. But with this reveal show, they're obviously going to be showing off the first codex, which is probably going to be Space Marines. Obviously, the Orks are going to get us the second. Maybe they'll do both of them at the same time. That'd be great. Trying to stay away from the head for right now. We will be back again on Friday, painting more of these guys. Or I should say, painting more of these boys. Not just these boys, but whatever we decide. Looks like I forgot a... little bit right there. Looks like he has a nipple now. I do kind of want to lay down some challenges. Well, about time you got some paint laid down. I know, right? I know last time I said a challenge, Wargame Workshop showed up and got me over the hump. But this time I want to get to 60 followers. If we get to 60 followers by, I don't know, what's yo challenge? Paint all the orcs in the box? No. I know I did it once before and I'll do it again. I will paint. I will do a night stream And I'll paint everything in my hockey equipment again. Full stream. I was indeed. And it's summertime now, so what better way to punish the streamer? Wargame, I can't begin to tell you how much I really like this green for Orc skin. I don't know, it's like my favorite color for Orc skin. But we got a couple of shades of green tonight. We're not going to be... These won't all be the same color green. We're bringing some diversity to the Orc army here. Yeah, this is my go-to. What's the brand and do you really need to know what brand it is? I'll give you a hint. I really like using this brand. Yes. You got the pro acro part correct. seems to be dark to bright pale green. Oh, you got the green part right. Yellow green. Bing, bing. That's nice. So I have the tools to paint beautiful works. Yes, you do. Then you too can join the WOG. Or the WA. In other words, these guys are soccer hooligans. Let's apply this second coat all over. The tube paints. Yeah, you're gonna grab some tube paints? Used Hobby Money Suit to grab a Stream Deck XL with my XLR for my mic. Ooh, you got a Stream Deck! I am using the my second payout for Twitch to get some follower and subscriber emojis. And then also trying to get some, yeah, so you guys can have some actual stuff other than what Twitch just gives you, which would be great. Some cool Hazel themed emojis. Rug. Oh, Stream Elements. Hello, how are you? Just kind of A little bit of paint in the places that there's not a lot of green. Go. Yay! Stream Elements isn't a dick anymore. I think that's the hardest part of streaming is setting up all the technical stuff. The easiest part is just finding stuff to do. Like, oh, look at this. Might have to put some super glue on this. Let's see. I'm hoping for that affiliate here shortly. I hope you get it too. And you can do subscriptions. You get all your ad revenue, which isn't actually bad. All right, I'll let that dry for a bit. And then I think that's the biggest part is people will be able to you'll actually get money for subscriptions. We're taking a short little break. The neck needs to come back to its original spot. Hello, baby kitty. There she is. She is curly cute. She's like in a hard C shape right there. A hard C shape. Ah, what is going on here? Get on there. There we go. Ugh. I wasn't supposed to show that. I was going to surprise you that we're going to do a knob next. My only major expense left is a new. You're going to get a. Do you use your phone? You're going to get a Mac, or is that going to be for your DSLR? I would love. I have one, but dude, the thing stinks, and I can only stream for 30 minutes. Then the live screen shuts off, and then I have to turn it back on, and then it does it for 30 more minutes, and then you have to turn it off, and then you can only do that so many times before the camera's like, dude, I'm gonna burn up. I'm gonna burn up, and yeah, so I would love to get one because I know they're like, or they use a Sony camera. Let's get back to the painting. Should we paint this guy? Should we paint this guy, or should we keep painting boys? You know what? We're gonna paint boys. We're gonna paint boys. What's going on here? It even work? Okay. How long ago was that? 6 minutes ago. She is on her way home. We'll take a break there and say hello to her. I got the R50V with the standard kit lens on sale for $6.99. It can do 4K 30 over HDMI. The main reason. Okay. Overhead, no stuff. You just get unfiltered, unadulterated. See if I can't expand this in a little more. There we go. There we go. This is why I like my 4K webcam. It's got a zoom, but because it's in 4K, it doesn't look all pixelated when you move the thing ever. So I was freaking out. I'm like, how am I gonna, like, it looks like junk if I get too close, and then if I use my DSLR and then move the screen in, then you're just like, well, now it looks even more like junk. And then you have to zoom out, and then you're like, well, nobody can see what you're doing. So uh-oh. That's how I feel like Hazel is sometimes. That's how I feel. I feel like she's like that sometimes. Anyways, so yeah. We got another boy. He's the twin brother of this guy. By the way, there's a little squig. These guys have squigs on them now. It's kind of like the I don't paint hands down, so that helps too, even though finding the right camera place was a nightmare. Squig. Little squig right there. These are like the Nurglings for the Death Guard, and then the Cities of Sigmar, they have a little thing that's called a Garglian. They're like little creatures. Yeah. I like this guy too. Look at him. Yeah. A lot of these guys do not have shirts on. A lot of these guys just say, no, we're not playing with the whole shirt thing. Just, let's go. Let's do this. I'm debating what's next. Okay, I kind of see what's next. But let me get the cheaters back on, and then we'll get back to work. Oh yeah, and then there's the Watchers for the Dark Angels. Probably the Nurglings. Considering they're basically, well, I mean, they're not basically, they are like demons. Just so you guys know, I have put 0 ganglions on my Cities of Sigmar stuff. Ganglions. Who wins a fight? Squig, Nurgling, or a Watcher? I feel like Watchers are like children. Like, I don't know why. They're kind of weird. But they're not. Aren't they like spirits of like their world? Trying to remember to the Dark Angels audiobook that I with about the lion that I listened to. Here you go, War Game. What do you think is going to be in the novels? They're kind of spirits. Okay, that's what I thought. They're like spirits of their homeworld. And they watched over the warriors. Yeah, I listened to it. I have it on Audible. I might go back through it and listen to it again. Like, could you imagine living on that planet? Thinking like this is the only ride in town, right? And then the Emperor shows up to reclaim his son. And then he says, "Oh, by the way, your planet is part of the Imperium of Man. We're tearing down this forest, and we're putting in all this stuff to start making weapons of war." I mean, that's basically what happened at the end. Spoiler alert! No, I have not. I'll have to find those so I can listen to them. Woo-hoo. Hopefully, I can figure out how to get these up there with me in July, so we can play our game, and I have a majority of them, a majority of the painting done. Good sugar mugas. Just laid out a big clump of like green, yellow green paint like all over the place. Now we're thinning it out. Oh, my boy Eric is back again tonight. Thank you for the raid, my friend. How are you doing tonight? Hey. Doing great. We're getting some Orky boys painted from the Armageddon box tonight. Using some Pro Acryl yellow green. We're just taking our time. We're hanging out. No, get that sweet jaw out of the way. Cause I'm going visiting family in Ohio. Whoa! Thank you for the follow, BK Broiler. Great, now I want a Whopper. Thanks, BK. And we want to get some guys painted. We want to get some guys painted. At least have some paint on them, so it's not like fully painted army against, you know, primed gray. We are 18 followers away. If we get to, whenever we get to 18 followers or 60 followers, I will do an entire stream of painting and my hockey equipment. It is absolutely horrendous. I may have to go to OSHA for unfair labor practices if I get once I hit 60 followers. And then we'll decide what other thing we can do for 100. This might be my new favorite brush. So if that interests you, if you want to see a human being struggle while painting orcs, hit that follow. The only thing I don't wear is the helmet or the gloves, because you can't paint with the gloves on. But I think I even wear the helmet. How that's gonna happen with me needing, maybe we don't do the helmet because I totally don't want to mess things up. I actually want to paint these guys pretty decently. But because of BK Broiler's follow, we are now one step closer. I try to convince Hazel. I go, hey, if Papa gets 100 followers, would you just want to do a Hazel stream? And she's like, nah. I got better things to do with my time, Pops. And she bounced. She's like, I got lizards to look at. If you're new and you're wondering who Hazel is, uh-oh, she stirs. She stirs. There she goes. And she's gone. That's her. Alright, a little paint on this one. Light touch. Light touch. The wife is home. I'll go say hi to her in a little bit. If we get stuff on things, I have totally become okay with that. Because we will come back and fix it up later. I will be right back. Gonna go say hi to the significant other. I'll be back. We're coming back! Don't leave! We're back! We're getting there. We're making some headway with these guys. I'm just taking my time. Trying not to be like super like, gotta get them painted. I wanna, like I usually would. Okay. I see what that is now. Nope. Nope. Look at that. Have a great dinner. Thanks for the raid, Eric. And we'll see you later, bud. I don't think I got enough stuff up here. Primer up here on top of his head. But maybe it's just watered down too much. I'm digging this guy. I like that pose. Alright. I said I wanted to do Chopper Guy. We're doing Chopper Guy next. This guy does have a shirt on. Or some kind of cloth. It kind of extend. I'm using less paint. I can hear Hazel out there. She does this little, like, meow chirp thing when she's having fun. Love it. Mancoons are so crazy. Very, very like, oh, hey, I need to be with you like all the time. And we have her. She plays fetch with us. crazy. Never had a cat that played fetch. We'll take our favorite toys, throw them out. She used to really like receipt paper balls. Now she's kind of like, man, that was so 6 months ago, Dad. And, and yeah, so she'll play fetch. She'll go and grab it, bring it back to you so you can throw it again. It is a delight. Very sweet, lovable. We're Grandma's coming to watch her while we're gone for the 4th. I'm kind of nervous about how she's going to take the fireworks. Because she doesn't really like loud sounds right now. And this area gets crazy for the 4th when it comes to fireworks. Hopefully this year, because of all the burn bans and stuff we got going on, they're like, yeah, you know, no fireworks displays this year, folks. Just the county one, and that's it. Oh, yeah. I really, really like this screen. Hi, Machine TV. How are you? Yes, ma'am. It's okay, bud. It is quite all right. I got a delightful thing here. I'm trying to figure out what would be a good end date for it. But I want to get to 60 followers by certain time. And if I do, I'm going to stream and paint in all my hockey gear. War Games Workshop is down for it. He's like, I've seen it. It's great. Yes. And it's even hotter right now, so. And here's the thing. Say I get it, and I have a game on a Saturday, and I stream and I schedule a stream on Saturday. I have to wear wet equipment, wet under stuff, because I gotta put it all on. I put the Under Armour stuff on, everything. It's gonna be soaking wet. I gotta wear that. It's so gross. I've done it. I played one night and had to play another night, and your equipment's gross and you wear it. Good Lord, how many notifications do I have on my phone right now? All right. But I appreciate you, Machine. You're my homie. You're one of the reasons why I do this. I saw how much fun you were having on your streams. And I'm like, I want to do that, but like stuff that I would like to do. He's a delightful young man who's getting married next year. Well, he thinks he's getting married. I gotta meet the future Mrs. Machine first before I give my full blessing. Alright, we're just finishing up this hand. And we're gonna come and start painting his face. How dare she? How dare she watch Mr. Ballin without me? Look at that. That's a face only a mother fungus can love. Hey, John, why did you say only a mother fungus could love? That's Hi, I came here for... Whoa! Whoa! Hello there, Spaz. Just come in. Shot out of the cannon. Someone told me you were painting a 3-inch broken cock. Yeah, it's just literally a picture of machine TV. Machine told me that you're painting a realistic machine. I don't know. Here you go. So I'll show you guys a machine, right? Can I be the primer? Oh, Jesus Christ. I did put that this stream was not for children. So, this is a normal person, right? Here we go. Here's a machine right here. 5'3", regular human being. Machine. Five. I have a feeling you guys are here because he's rounding you guys up in like Discord or something. Because earlier today I told him, I was like, man, I'm so excited. I'm going to be streaming again tonight. And then he goes, oh, cool, man. I'll raid you. I'm like, sweet. I mean, he doesn't have to do that, by the way. And then I'm sitting here and I'm like, man, he's streaming for really long. He usually doesn't do it. And I look and he rated somebody else. And then he's like, oh, my notifications weren't on. I got a Mud Moon. There we go. Someone did it. There we go. Another orc down. He's probably going, oh, I should have done anything. That freaking John Paints Miniatures is a jackass. I don't have stuff like that. I don't know how to do that stuff. I got a guy who followed me earlier. His name was BK Broiler. Holy moly. Then I wanted a Whopper. I wanted a Whopper as soon as I saw that name. You know what? Let's go ahead and paint a machine. Here we go. In honor of machine, we're going to paint a machine. And these little guys are like, they're called Gretchen or Grots. They are literally the little bitches of the orc world. they do all the dangerous experiments that the scientists do. I will say this. I don't know if anyone has ever been like this before, but I used to have to give plasma to make extra money on the side. And I remember, and you could only give like 3 times in 1 week. And I gave 3 times in 1 week one time. I was making like $60 every time I went in and gave plasma. And yeah, I looked like a freaking crackhead. I had all kinds of like marks all over my arms. Give me Dave. No, I didn't get that desperate. Although they did think I was a drug addict because I had a tiny hole in the septum of my nose. And they're like, well, we usually see that with people who snort drugs. I'm like, no. Not a crackhead here or cokehead here. I guess. I don't know. But he was like, I think he said it's not quite there yet. But I had a history of bad allergies. And he's like, that also too can cause it. Constant of like blowing nose and stuff. Unless he was totally putting me on. And I really am a crackhead. Is that possible? Sometimes I feel so bad for Machine. Oh man, I will look back and see what I put in the chat, and I'm like, do I actually like this guy? Because that was uncalled for. I guess I'm gonna have to ease up on the restrictions here, because I don't know why it's being. All right, we got our little machine going. I totally want to play hockey with him too. All right. My wife absolutely adores him. She's like, he's my second favorite of my friends. Next to Horn. And when I told her he was getting married, she's like, "Oh my goodness, yay!" I'm like, "Aw." I go, you should see some of the things that were being said about it in chat. Listen, uh, he has told the story of him getting blitzed at one of my games, and he she was worried sick. He told her, he's like, "No, no, it's fine. I'm definitely not going to drive home. If I need to, I'll sleep in my car in the parking lot." And she's like, "He's going to get robbed. He's going to get jumped." I was like, "First off, who's going to rob or jump that guy? They're going to leave him alone. Look at him. Look at him." And then she literally made me text him in the morning to make sure he got home. He's like, "I'm fine. I made it home." Ever since then, I've been trying to get him to come back so he can see one of my games sober. But he keeps ducking. He keeps saying, "You know, if I played on your team, I would be there all the time." I'm like, "Shush." Come on. Ah. If I was better at this wouldn't be here. There we go. Got it. Try not get the blade right by your face. Boop, 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 boop. But thank you guys for coming out and hanging out. It's much appreciated. Thanks for the mini raid, machine. Even if you didn't stick around the whole time. Didn't even say bye. Damn, says the tank. First time chat. Paint those miniatures. I'm trying, bud. Whoa. The tank just followed. Thank you, the tank. We go way back, guys. Way back. We still have, well, minus these guys, but we still got a lot of this stuff left. Look at all that. Oh, and all this over here. We've only just begun. We've only just begun. They are for Warhammer 40K. So you're not, you pretty much nailed it. Holy moly. Pretty much nailed it. 40K. That's their future. Look at, you know, this is one of the unfortunate side effects of getting old. You have to paint with this on. You have to paint with this on. Whew. It's hot too. Good Lord. Good googly mooglies. My freaking forehead is... You know, I try for the viewers. I try and keep it sexy for the viewers, but back in the day, I think no, I don't think Machine knew me before I had glasses. I used to have to wear glasses. Then I got PKR. It's like the very first version of LASIK, and this is what they do. Kid you not. They give you a Valium, and then to calm you down. Dude, I was chill. I was so chill. I was like giving there's like 4 people in the waiting room with me, and I'm like giving them like this, like, we're getting our eyes fixed today, and they're like, yeah, and I'm like, I'm ready to go. I go in there. And they give you eye drops that numb your eye drops. And when they go to ask you if you can feel things, they have like a little rubber pointer. It's like a rubber pointer. And they put the alien shit on your eyes, you know, like you see in those abduction videos where they the clamps and they freaking open your eyes up. Yeah. So then he takes this little thing and he taps this eye. I don't feel nothing. He taps this eye. I'm so chill. I go, ah, ah. And he's like, oh my God, can you feel that? I was like, no. He's like, you really shouldn't do that. So then they take a little tiny angle grinder. I kid you not. It's a little tiny angle grinder. They grind your cornea off. It's gone. Right? And then they say, okay, look at the dots. And then, you know, I can't see anything because I ain't got no glasses on, and it's all blurry. And the little thing comes down, and it goes boop, 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 boop. And if you feel a pressure, like someone's pushing on your eye, and then you smell burnt hair, and then all of a sudden those dots just whoop, they focused. I freaked out. I'm like, holy shit, I can see the dots. And then they come and do the next one. They put contact lens band-aids on. and you have to keep them there for like, I had to wear a freaking stupid sleep mask or you would touch them. And the next day was the worst day of recovering from anything ever. My eyes watered, they burned, I could barely see, and my wife drags me out and she's like, let's go shopping. And I'm like, what? I can't, no. What are we doing? And she drove around. I couldn't drive for like a week. Was it a week or was it a few days? I know I had to take a few days. I think it was a week. I had to take a few days off from work. And then after that, I couldn't drive at night because I would just see like this intense halo. And then that took like 2 weeks to go away. And then it was all good. I actually went and played hockey. Like 2 weeks after that, I got 2 goals that game. And they're like, oh yeah, that Tijuana LASIK coming in handy. And now I don't need glasses, but now I need reading glasses. That's what every optometrist has told me. Once you hit like 45, like 95% of the people need reading glasses. And the LASIK is not going to fix that. It's just macular degenerate. It comes from looking at screens and all this stuff constantly. So, there you go. We just laid out an intense story time with John Paints Miniatures. But I will say this. I would do that procedure all over again in a heartbeat. Not having glasses. Oh yeah, this thing is the jam. Is insanely liberating. Like if you're on the fence, if you're take one thing from me, if you're on the fence about doing, you're nervous, you're like, I don't know, I'm scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Just go and do it. You'll thank yourself in the long run. G.I. Joe! There you go. We're putting the things back on. We're going to finish. I think they corrected. I used to have bad vision. I'm talking about like 200, 160 or 200 or something. And they corrected my vision in both my eyes to 25. I think in one eye I was seeing like 20/20, and the other one I'm like 25/20. So now, it wasn't a good candidate for LASIK. And that, they literally just cut a little flap in your cornea. Yeah. That one, and for LASIK, they cut a little flap in your cornea, and then they shoot the beam, and then they just close the flap, and you can drive home like right that day. There was a guy in front of me. He got LASIK, and I literally just cut a little thing in his cornea, popped his eye, and then he left. All right, now we're going to finish this guy out tonight. I'm probably going to paint some off stream because I would like to progress. I don't want you guys just seeing me paint green skin all the time. Now, if you're perfectly comfortable with your glasses and you love them, keep them. I was playing hockey and I was tired of just wearing glasses. Been wearing them since I was I was 6 or 7 years old. It's probably back in the 80s. You know, if you couldn't see the board, they thought it was some kind of like, instead of getting your vision checked, they're like, oh, he's just an idiot. He doesn't want to actually do any schoolwork. I'm like, thanks, Teach, for teaching. Appreciated. Come to find out, I just needed to see the, I couldn't see the board. He's a problem child. I am not a problem child. Anyone ever see that movie? Problem Child with John Ritter? A lot of that was filmed in Florida. I think Orlando. Ooh. Was it a leg, a calf muscle cramp that just tried to happen? Yeah, we're gonna finish off with this guy tonight. Been streaming for 3 hours. Thank you to all the new followers. Thank you for the raids, both actual and spiritual. How about this? Coming up with the whole followers. What if we get the followers? The follower goal. Make it difficult. So if you guys achieve it and believe it, we get it at 60. We do 100 by the end of July. What is that sound that I'm hearing right now? Is that a power drill? Living in an apartment, man. It really got good on the last guy's face. So I just want to slow it down. We get some on the armor, the hair. We're gonna be fine. Slow it down. By the way, if you're coming to the channel for any tips or tricks, go away right now. I am not an expert. I'm the farthest thing from it. Oh yeah, back if we get the follower goal. I'm going to paint on stream. In my hockey equipment. That includes the Under Armour materials on the bottom. So, yeah. And it'll be the whole stream. Ooh, I like these guys. These guys are super cool. I'm not even done yet. The chin, his neck, down there a little bit. There are some people who paint everything and then they assemble it. Those people are weird. Oh. Boom! Let's put them... All right. We should have 18 of these guys. And... I think these are their variants. We have quite a few boys left to do, but there we go. That's what we're calling it a night. Oof, what a super successful night is that. So there we go. We are done for tonight. Thank you for coming out and hanging out, and the new followers. We're up to 43 now, so we got 17 more till the end of July. And then your boy is painting a whole entire stream of painting in his hockey equipment. Come on. Come on. 17 more. Let's see it. Let's see it. But thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I will see you. Let's see. I'm trying to find somebody. It's the Blissful Badger. It's got 14 viewers. We'll go there. We'll go there. Oh, that's cool. It's got a little thing in there. Let me listen to him real quick. Make sure he's not like dropping like F-bombs and stuff. Do. Not really saying nothing. Maybe not. I don't know. I feel weird rating some people that I don't know. I don't know what it is. Anywho, I'll see you Friday. We'll be back. Hopefully I have more than just green skin neck this time. Maybe we might have some green skin to do. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll find out. I'll see you Friday. Peace.
Lustig sein.